In the realm of relationships, building and maintaining attraction is a key factor in fostering a deep connection with your partner. And when it comes to capturing a woman's heart and keeping her intrigued, you have to make sure you continue to keep her chasing you. It's not always easy, but as a man, you have to continue to be creative. You have to keep on putting in the work and make sure you continue to capture her attention. If you want her to keep coming back for more, the first thing you want to make sure you do is have good physical presentation. What do I mean by that? Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you're groomed properly. Make sure you dress properly. Make sure you also work on your health. So make sure you're in the gym, eat right. Make sure you just have a good first impression, especially when you first meet her. You want to come across as somebody who's confident, not someone who's insecure, not somebody who's unsure of himself. Because if you come across that way, she's not going to have a whole lot of confidence in the relationship. So she'll end up losing interest and just walking away from you. So think of it like a sale. I sell Medicare for a living, and it's my responsibility to keep people's attention and make sure I close the sale. And it's the same thing with a woman. It's intro, it's presentation, and then it's close. And you continue to do that over and over again because you have to sell yourself when it comes to women. If you don't sell yourself well, guess what? She's going to find somebody else. That's why you need to have confidence. That's why you shouldn't come across as fidgety or insecure or you're not sure about yourself. And if you come across this way, it's not going to end well for you. So make sure you work on that first. The next thing I would recommend is make sure you're spontaneous and exciting. So what does this look like in a real life example? Let's just say you schedule a date and you're not available and you tell her, hey, I can't make it this weekend. Let's reschedule. And then you come up with the idea, but you don't share every single detail because you want to surprise her. And when you guys go out on that date, it's an adventure, it's memorable, and it's a shared experience. Well, guess what? She's going to be more attractive to you because you're unpredictable. You don't give her all the details about your life, about what you're doing, and you're very mysterious. And that's going to turn her on. If you want to be in this situation, don't always be the guy who's going out to the casual dinners, the movies. Nothing wrong with these things. I'm not against these things at all. What I'm saying is have some surprises in mind. Keep her guessing. Don't always be the guy who is predictable, who just wants to do everything by the book. Don't be that guy. Because if you're spontaneous and you have adventures going on and you show that in your dates and in your connections with her, that's only going to benefit you in the long run. Last but not least, make sure you value quality over quantity. So don't get caught up in how many text messages you're exchanging during a day. Don't get caught up in how many phone calls you're making each day to each other. Don't worry about that. Focus on the time you can spend together. If it's a simple 30-minute conversation at night, make sure it's the best 30 minutes on the phone. If it's a simple going out on a date for an hour, make it the best hour. If you're going to meet up for brunch, make it the best brunch because you don't want to get caught up in this idea of, well, I have to spend as much time as possible. Otherwise, I'll lose her. If you do that, you'll just push her away. Remember, women value time, but they also value quality time. So make sure when you're on the phone with her, don't just do something else. Don't give her as much attention. Make sure you're invested at that moment. And then if it's a good conversation after 45 minutes, great, awesome, you did your thing. But don't bombard her with text messages. That's why you want to have healthy boundaries. It's okay to not talk 24/7. Make sure you have those boundaries set up because it's only going to help you and her in her attraction. And she'll keep coming back for more and more. Because if you're a busy guy, if you have goals, if you're pursuing them, and you have a sense of purpose, that's going to bring more value in your life. And you can bring that to the table and you can share that with her. And now you have a relationship where she's investing, you're investing at the same time. And it's a beautiful thing. Also, I would suggest is make sure you continue to work on yourself. Don't neglect yourself. Because if you get so invested in a relationship that you forget to work on your spiritual life, to work on your financial life, your career, your health, and everything else that's important to you, like your friends and family, then it could backfire very, very quickly. So make sure you don't forget everything else that's important to you. So if you can't hang out one weekend with her, that's fine. Just say, hey, I'm going to be out of town. Let's say, for example, you got to see family. You say, hey, I want to hang out this weekend, but I'm going to go see my family. That's fine. Be okay with some space. Be okay with the fact that you still have a life. Make sure you still have a sense of independence. Do not be so reliant on your girlfriend or your wife, because that's going to just tick them off and drive them crazy. You have to be, self-sufficient in a sense, even in a relationship. So make sure you balance these things out. And I promise, if you go down this road, she will come back for more. She'll fall in love with you. She'll be super attracted to you. And you'll continue to function as the man that you're supposed to be. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you go check out the video where I talk about how to overcome a breakup as a man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.